today to witness and to celebrate the coming together of two separate lives. We've come to share in the joy of Daniel Demarest and Lori Viola in marriage and to witness this outward expression of love. We are here to be with them in their happiness in making this very important commitment. The very essence of this commitment is the taking of each other as lover, companion, and friend. It is certainly a decision which is not entered into lightly, but rather with certainty, mutual respect, and a sense of reverence. Dan, Lori, you are beginning a new life together, a life based upon faith, hope, and love. This love has grown from friendship into marriage to be the cords which will bind your lives together through the good times and bad, and the mundane as well. This commitment you are asking is one which will be shaped by trust, respect, honesty, and faithfulness to each other. It is a relationship grounded in caring for each other, being cared for, by celebrating each other's joys, picking each other up when you fall, and standing both beside and behind each other, whatever experiences may come your way. Marriage, by its very nature, requires of those who enter into it a complete and unreserved giving of oneself. Marriage will bind you in a relationship so close and so intimate that it will profoundly affect your entire future. That future, with its hopes and disappointments, its successes and failures, its joys and sorrows, is hidden from you at this moment, but you know that these elements are mingled in every life. No one can foretell the future, but one thing we're all certain of here today, that the love you hold for each other today will deepen and grow with the years and sustain you and give you the strength and courage to meet whatever lies ahead. While matrimony symbolizes the intimate sharing of two lives, this sharing must not diminish the individuality of each of you. A marriage that lasts is one which is continually developing, in which each person is growing in the understanding of the other. From this day forward, you are no longer I and me. It becomes we and us. Always remember that it is the little things that mean the most. The gentle touch, that certain look, or those reassuring words. The love which you have for each other will be that which unites your lives forever. It is the means of growing together and the reason for doing so. Truly then, the vows which you are about to utter, which will bind your lives together, are most significant. And because these words involve such solemn obligations, it is therefore fitting that you entrust the security of your future to the great devotion you have to each other. And whatever sacrifices that you may hereafter be required to make to preserve this life in common, we all know you'll make them willingly and together. Daniel Demarest, you take Lori Viola to be your wedded wife. Will you love her, comfort her, protect her, and respect her? Will you be patient, caring, and thoughtful of her? Will you strive to understand her needs and wants and support her as she grows? Will you, through a smile, a gentle touch, a hug, and with the words "I love you," constantly remind Lori daily of how much you love her and how much you value her? Will you be faithful to her? Will you be both lover and friend each day of your lives together? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
Lori Viola. This is the good part. Do you take Daniel Demarest to be your wedded husband? Will you love him, comfort him, protect him, and respect him? Will you be patient, caring, and thoughtful of him? Will you strive to understand his needs and wants and support him as he grows? Will you, through a smile, a gentle touch, a hug, and with the words "I love you," constantly remind Dan daily of how much you love him and how much you value him? Will you be faithful to him? Will you be both his lover and friend through each day of your lives together? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
Dan, I want you to repeat after me, loud so everybody can hear you. I, Daniel Demarest,
I, Daniel Demarest,
take you, Lori Viola,
take you, Lori Viola,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poor,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
so long as we both shall live.
so long as we both shall live.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I also promise that when we argue,
When we argue, I also promise when we argue,
I understand Lori will always be right.
Good job.
Repeat after me. I, Lori Viola,
I, Lori Viola,
take you Daniel Demarest,
take you, Daniel Demers,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poor,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
so long as we both shall live.
so long as we both shall live.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I also promise that when we argue,
I also promise that when we argue,
even though I know I am right,
even though I know I'm right,
I will make Dan think that he is right.
I will not. Honey, that's a great idea.
If I could have the rings, please. And you could take the ring and put it on the other finger. Just a minute.
I'm excited.
These rings are the symbols of the vows you just took to one another, and they represent unity in your marriage. They become a reminder to Dan and to Lori that their love for each other is an eternal love, and a reminder of the unbroken devotion to each other. If you could place the ring on her wedding ring finger, Dan, repeat after me. Lori Viola, with this ring I do wed.
Lori Viola, with this ring, I do wed.
Good. If you could place the ring on his wedding ring finger, repeat after me. Daniel Demarest, with this ring I do wed.
Daniel Demers, with this ring I do wed.
It is my hope that the years to come will bring you nothing but a gracious gift of love and an ever-deepening devotion to each other. And since Dan and Lori have pledged themselves each to the other in the presence of all their friends and family here today, by the power vested in me, I pronounce them to be husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Inappropriate.
With great pleasure, first time, Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Demarest. Let the party begin.
Oh my God.
Shake anybody's hand?
Yeah. This is new. I said this is new. What is happening?
Okay, let's party.
No? We're not going to come back? No? Okay.